Till death do us part. That's a marriage vow, isn't it? That's a marriage vow. Well, why do people say you're gonna die alone? If you don't find a man and make babies with that man, if you don't get married, you're gonna die alone. Till death do us part. Does that make sense? That was like my first thought when I woke up this morning. I was like, this society is so fucking stupid. Like, we make these baseless claims. we have this conspiracy that you're gonna die alone. You're gonna die alone if you don't get married. Yeah, that's a conspiracy. Because you're gonna die alone, period. Everybody's gonna die alone. If that's in a marriage vow, till death do us part. You know what they should say? You don't want to live alone, do you? You don't want to eat meals alone, do you? You don't want to watch Netflix alone, do you? You don't want to smoke weed alone, do you? You don't want to watch porn alone, do you? You don't want to eat shit food from a shit restaurant alone, do you? Seriously though. Sleeping alone. A lot of people don't want to sleep alone. Right. Well, I think that's what screwed people up too. I mean, if you think about it though, when you go to sleep, that's the closest that you are to death, because that's the closest you are to God. That's why God tries to reach you through your dreams. That's why marijuana, like if you use too much marijuana, you won't be able to dream, which is why it can be a really bad thing. But I think that what marijuana does is it makes you lucid dream, like when you're high. So there's a lot of stuff that you can perceive that you would perceive in dreams. Now, that shit doesn't work for me. I mean, I know that when I quit smoking, thank you. Kia? Is it a Kia? It's a Kia! We love us some turn signals. But anyway, yeah, so when I quit smoking, when I quit weed altogether, I noticed that my dreams were a lot more vivid and intense. But the thing is, when I was using it, I didn't not dream. So I know that it's true what I say about having like additional endocannabinoids in my brain, because, you know, pot affects me a lot differently. Probably because I understand it. I understand the plant. I understand what it's supposed to do. Which is why, you know, I think God placed me in America, because there's just so much that I can study here. And if you study your country, and if you study, you know, the society that you live in, and if you study your race, and if you study your gender, you realize why your country, your society, your race, and your gender is so fucking stupid, and they keep making the same mistakes over and over again. It's just a different version of the same mistake, because they refuse to communicate, and they refuse to face their trauma, and they refuse to accept the fact that they have problems and they're not fucking perfect, and the only one that is the one that they reject, okay? It's so beautiful. I don't like the sound though. Let's turn it off. They know what we're doing. Well, we've already done it. You know, we've already done it. We're in the turn lane. You see that arrow? That means we are going right. And just because people say that we're going right doesn't mean they're actually going right. A lot of the time that means we're just going left, but we say we're going right. Right? 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 Okay. Let's look over there. But yeah, people don't know how to live alone. They don't know how to live alone. They don't know how to accept boredom. They don't know how to accept not being entertained all the time. It's like people think that they're supposed to be happy. They think that they're supposed to be like madly in love and passionate and all this shit. And it's like, yeah, you're gonna experience that for like a brief period, but it's probably gonna be a lot more boring than it's gonna be exciting. And I think that relationships are so taxing because of that very thing. And you know, you can accuse me of checking myself out of that, you know, social responsibility or whatever, but it's like I can't do it. I've tried doing it. It's just been terrible. Where are you at? Where are you at? I hear you. I hear you. Of course you want us to hear you. Oh, it's right there. Let's see. That's kind of cool. I'm like at the building intersection. Desperate times call for desperate measures, okay? Yeah. Dude, this intersection is the most dangerous intersection. I mean, for obvious reasons. You see this? It's crazy. We're gonna be able to go. Yay! You couldn't wait to go. I can't wait to get out of that intersection every single time because it scares the living hell out of me. But anyway, yeah, you know, I enjoy being alone. I prefer being alone. I mean, and it's not just romantic relationships. It's like, you know, people I work with, like sometimes I just can't wait to get away from them, you know, like I just want to be in my own little space. Like I really like working on the grill because the grill is like one of the few stations where people really can't fuck with you very much because it's the busiest station. And people typically don't just like stand up there and talk to you, you know? I mean, sometimes they do, but it's like, I just hate it when people are in my station. I hate it when people like insist on talking to me. It's just annoying. I mean, I get annoyed with my own friends, you know, because it's like, I just want to be alone. Like tomorrow I have a day off and I have all these videos to watch and I want to watch my videos. But then there are people like calling me, hounding me, asking me to go out and eat with them and shit like that. And I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Am I a bad person for that? I think I just know myself and there's nothing more offensive than that.